I'm making this specifically for people doing content SEO, content-based sites, publishers, recommending that the game gets changed up. This episode comes from a few text messages that I sent my friend Brett Cohen. Brett Cohen is an executive at Forbes. He's been on this podcast. That's episode 62 of this show. He's the executive director of events at Forbes. I'll have him on again. One of my best friends in the world. We talk every day. I've known him since 2009. And I sent him this when news of Forbes gaming Google was blowing up. I don't know if I would really call it gaming Google, but it was going against Google's guidelines. So Google made this policy called Site Reputation Abuse Policy. And it said for websites that have huge reputation scores, high domain authority, high domain rating, that's the equivalent from Ahrefs, domain authority is from Moz. It is against Google's guidelines to use third parties to create tons of articles for terms that have nothing to do with the website. Now, they didn't say that it's not okay if the publisher was to do it themselves, but they explicitly said they couldn't do it through a third party. And Forbes, well, it was just easier to do it through a third party, and Forbes was doing that. And they were making 50% of their revenue through this. And then they got caught and they blew up and they lost a ton of traffic. And it wasn't just Forbes. It was USA Today, CNN, The Telegraph, all of these happening across the board for publishers. And the thing is, I think a lot of SEOs out there, especially on X, were saying, well, serves them right. Serves them right because they are taking all of our traffic. Because a lot of SEOs feel like they can't rank for top of funnel keywords anymore, but they say we can't rank for keywords. And it's unfair that these sites like Forbes and CNN are abusing their high domain authority and ranking above us smaller publishers for terms that are completely unrelated to their specific niches. Forbes was putting out articles like best cockroach removal services. That's crazy. Forbes is known for business and finance, and it's putting out articles, best cockroach removal services, jammed with affiliate links. But it's not completely the publisher's faults, because the thing is, it's hard out there for them. It has gotten really hard with Google for them. And before I share that, this is what I sent my friend. I'm going to return to this. I said to Brett, there are so many better ways to make money than stupid affiliate revenue like this for Forbes, by the way. It could literally make business software and use bottom of funnel SEO to sell it. We get enterprise requests from my bottom of funnel SEO landing pages across all of our sites. I talked about bottom of funnel SEO so much, I constantly have people reaching out to me, telling me how much money they are making with bottom of funnel SEO. But before I talk about that, because that's going to be more the subject of this episode, is what I would do if I was a publisher. It could be a big publisher, it could be a small publisher. I just want to touch upon why it's so hard out there for publishers right now. If you go to the SEO subreddit of Reddit and you search content site within the subreddit, you'll see a lot of the same threads. Post threads, comments, and they all look like this. So I'm going to read one or two of them, and this is one of them. Every content site I can think of has been obliterated. I sold this from 7 months ago. I sold a few sites in 2022 and 2023. Now they're all obliterated. I'm browsing Flippa for ideas and checking the site's traffic. All obliterated. It is much harder to find a content site that has not seen a 50 to 95% reduction in traffic than to find one that has. I'm looking at old competitors, obliterated. I'm looking at old inspirations / big blogs I read about, case studies, etc. They've all been crushed. I'm not trying to spread fear, but it's truly alarming what I'm seeing. It's so strange to browse through 10 to 20 sites of different sizes, put them all into Ahrefs, and see the exact same massive decline in traffic this past year. I saw one just now on Flippa that I liked. Good niche and a cool brandable domain. Checked Ahrefs, it's lost 95% of traffic and looks dreadful now. That poor owner is trying to sell a year too late. The top comment says, I have lost 60%. I can't afford to pay my writers. The comment under that, I have lost 50%. Another comment said, and it's not like by obliterating them, they've made it easier to find the answers to your questions, because now most specific questions mostly bring up only partial matched intent pages on big authority media sites rather than pages that specifically answer that long tail keyword. And often that post on the big media site hasn't fully answered your question or done so at all. Or you get a Reddit thread where someone just asks a question and no one has actually given a proper answer, and there's like 50 plus trolling and arguing comments. I disagree with that. I actually think Reddit is pretty good at answering queries within Google, which is part of the reason why it's recommended so much. Or Quora. Quora is also recommended a ton. This is a long post of someone saying, this sucks. It's so hard out there for content sites. Here's another post. This is a long post. Maybe I'll make a full episode just on this post, but someone said, I was one of the publishers that attended the Google Web Creator Conversation event 5 days ago. And this person said, things are definitely not going back to before September 2023. This is when these problems really started, by the way. There's no timeline for a fix and no commitment to resolving our issues. That's what this person said. Google is scared to make big changes because they're worried about breaking things or bad actors / spammers. All right, I'm done talking about the people saying content sites don't work. Here's the reality. Content sites don't work. Just way harder to have a content site succeed with low domain authority, to go after high volume, top of funnel keywords. A lot of that traffic is just going to Reddit and to Quora. Even if you put out a stunning 3,000, 4,000 word article targeting a top of funnel keyword with a lot of traffic, and you do actually get it to rank well, someone could literally take that exact keyword, put it at the beginning of a post and description on Reddit, buy some upvotes for it, and rank above the original post that the publisher maybe spent months on. It is bad out there for content-based sites, for publishers, for top of funnel content. However, I'm going to share 2 sites here as an example, both doing bottom of funnel SEO. Bottom of funnel SEO, if you're a searcher, it is when you know what you want, but you don't know the brand that is going to give it to you. An example of a bottom of funnel keyword would be collaboration software with intuitive learning, whereas a top of funnel keyword would be, what is collaboration software? Another bottom of funnel keyword, artificial intelligence and chatbot development company, whereas a top of funnel keyword would just be chatbot use cases. Top of funnel, you're learning, you're exploring. Middle of funnel, you kind of know what you want, but you're still exploring a bit. Bottom of funnel, you know what you want. You are just looking for that brand to give it to you. And you're not even really doing a lot of comparing between companies. You're just like, I want this so bad. I'm ready to convert right now. Give it to me. So this is so crazy. And I have lots of bottom of funnel SEO sites myself. I've had the same experience with all of them. Over the last 2 years, my traffic has either been steady or only grown. And especially recently, over the last 3 months, it's just grown. Even on the sites where I am doing nothing, the traffic has grown to the bottom of funnel SEO landing pages. Now, if we look at leewayhertz.com, this ranks for tons of bottom of funnel keywords. I'll read a few of them. Custom software development services, SaaS development company, blockchain development agency, IoT product development company, audio annotation services, crypto development company. Man, Leeway Hertz is crushing. They also rank for lots of top of funnel keywords, but they are really ranking well for bottom of funnel keywords. They're ranking for lots of healthcare keywords. This company is ranking for bottom of funnel keywords across finance, crypto, SaaS, healthcare, pretty much the biggest niches. And I looked at its ranking history over the last 2 years, and its traffic is unchanged. Unlike publishers, especially smaller publishers who don't have a ridiculous amount of domain authority like Forbes, who aren't super high SEO authority sites, those publishers have gotten crushed. Just like the Reddit post that I read, they've been obliterated. To quote the guy, they've been obliterated. I'll share one more. So this is both the case for Bitrix24.com and Bitrix24.com/uses. And the reason I want to talk about Bitrix24.com/uses is because it is literally a list of, I think it's hundreds of bottom of funnel SEO landing pages. If you go to Bitrix24.com/uses, I'll read off some of the names of these pages. And a lot of these are just bottom of funnel keywords. CRM with call forwarding and routing. That's a bottom of funnel keyword and a page on their uses page. Unlimited customer service software. That's another one. Custom access team calendar software. Online office software. Sales agent management system with collaboration tools. Huge bottom of funnel keyword. The best business database software with CRM. So it's hundreds of these pages on Bitrix24.com/uses. They have tremendous ranking. So what's going on for publishers? Not the case for bottom of funnel SEO sites. And even more so, to rank for lots of bottom of funnel keywords, you don't need a lot of domain authority. So this is what I would do if I was an existing publisher. It's really simple. I'm not saying I would ditch the top of funnel content entirely. You can still do that. But I would diversify, even if you're a publisher who has 40 domain authority, which to rank for bottom of funnel keywords, 40 domain authority is crazy powerful, actually. A lot of the sites that are crushing with bottom of funnel keywords, they have under 20 domain authority. I've even seen one that has under 10 domain authority. Domain authority is the score that you get from having powerful backlinks going to your site. So if I'm this publisher, if I'm a publisher and I'm like, the future is looking grim. Reddit is eating my lunch. I'm worried that ChatGPT will eat my lunch, or other generative AI solutions, or Quora will eat my lunch, or tons of people are getting hit with the Google helpful content update. A friend of mine was just hit. He was going after top of funnel HR keywords. He just got hit by the Google helpful content update, has a huge spike down to virtually no traffic. So you're a publisher, you put up articles in your niche, but here's what you also do. Oh man, it's such a good strategy. I really hope somebody does this. Find some piece of software that is successful in your niche. Unbundle some feature of that software. Oh my God, this is such a good strategy. So unbundle means take a feature of that software and just make it a standalone piece of software. By the way, I am speaking from experience here because I have bottom of funnel software as a service sites. I have SaaS companies that use bottom of funnel SEO to get customers, and I see it from lots of people as well. So unbundle a feature of some software in your niche, make that feature a standalone piece of software. It's so cheap to make MVPs now using AI solutions, Cursor, Claude, Replit. It's so easy, so much easier and faster to make updates and to just make new products, to make new software. We're doing it at a bunch of our companies using generative AI, using Cursor, using Claude. Get a developer on Upwork, get someone on Fiverr, see if there's someone you know. But there's tons of developers who need work, and generative AI is basically giving them superpowers now. Or if you're super strapped for cash and you have some time, spend a few months learning how to use this software yourself, because you don't even need to have coding skills to use Cursor, Claude, and Replit to build applications. So you make this app. If you get someone who has coding skills, they could probably make this in like a week. You put it up as a subdomain on your site, and then you do bottom of funnel SEO for it. You don't have to do a big launch. You don't have to announce it on LinkedIn. You can even say to yourself, this is an experiment. If it doesn't work out, then I'm going to forget about it. Just make sure that it works okay and put it as a subdomain on your site, app.whatever your site is.com, and then do bottom of funnel SEO for it. Find out all the use cases that this piece of software would satisfy. Copy what you see Bittrex24.com doing and leewayhertz.com doing, especially Bittrex24.com/uses. Make a hub page on your site, yoursite.com/software, or maybe the name of the app. Actually, I think software is better because it specifically says it's a piece of software. Or solutions. Solutions is good too. You could also do uses or software-uses. But you have this hub page. You put up tons of bottom of funnel SEO landing pages. Each one is around 415 words. It doesn't have to be a lot of words. You're reusing sections. You put on logos because you're a publisher, so you've probably been covered in other areas. You probably have links from other areas, so you can say that you're trusted. Really easy to make one of these pages. You have screenshots of the product. You're satisfying a use case. But here is the amazing beauty of this. You don't even need to do link building for these pages. Because you're a publisher and you have an existing domain authority, because I'm specifically making this episode for publishers who are confused because of all these updates that Google is making and they don't know what to do. And I'm advising stop focusing on top of funnel content, focus on bottom of funnel content and make an app. And you don't have to do link building because you already have domain authority. These pages will rank super fast. You're finding bottom of funnel keywords. Don't care if the keyword has a lot of volume or not. You can literally rank for dozens of keywords that have 0 to 10 volume and it will still get you a lot of traffic, because every time when you rank number 1 for one of these bottom of funnel keywords, you also rank number 1 for lots of other bottom of funnel keywords. This is the case with all of my bottom of funnel SEO landing pages. You can see examples of that too if you look at Bittrex24.com or leewayhertz.com. Just put up a lot of these pages. You will rank in no time. You will get users in no time. I'm assuming you know how to do keyword research if you're an existing publisher. Check out what your competitors are ranking for. You can literally also, you can make longer pages just talking about the specific feature that you are addressing with your app, long form pages. And these pages will naturally hit lots of different keywords. And then you can see which bottom of funnel keywords are being targeted. And then you can make standalone pages for those keywords as well. And then what will happen is you will get users. I guarantee you, you will get users. I freaking guarantee you, you will get users. And now your users will start talking to you about your app. They'll start, you have a support page. They'll say what's wrong. You'll make fixes, but they'll also tell you what they want. And here is what will happen. This is why this is so incredible. They will tell you what they want because they will see that you are ranking for specific things. Maybe they search for something. They find out that your app doesn't do exactly what they want, but it's close. So here's what you do. You build that. And oftentimes the requests that these users or these searchers are requesting, very small. So you build that. And now you're just scaling up and you're making more bottom of funnel SEO landing pages to address the new features that you're creating for the searchers who are asking for them. And all of a sudden you have a business suite and you have pricing in, and this is offsetting, or maybe you're just making way more money now than you were making doing just content, top of funnel content, and monetizing, I don't know, with a newsletter or with affiliate or with ads, other people's ads. It's the same way how this is, you know what it is? You're basically doing the reverse of what a SaaS tool, a normal SaaS tool would do. A normal SaaS tool, what they do is they make their tool, it's so funny. They have other growth strategies. Maybe they're doing a lot of paid to get users. And then they say, you know what, let's try to grow through SEO. And when they grow through SEO, all of them, they grow through a blog because they don't know about bottom of funnel content. So they do top of funnel content and they do it on their blog. And so they have this blog to kind of get new people into the funnel, and then hopefully they can get them to a newsletter, and then slowly they can convert them with a newsletter. So the SaaS companies, they go from having the product, getting users another way, and then creating the top of funnel content. Whereas you, the publisher, you have the top of funnel content, you're making money a different way, but it's not working as well because of all these updates that Google is making. So you make a SaaS, you make a software as a service. It could be another product because bottom of funnel SEO works with anything. But you make a product, you get customers and users with bottom of funnel SEO, and you also have the existing top of funnel SEO to get new people into your top of funnel. But I mean, you're going to find the bottom of funnel works so much better, but still you can use that. You might even have a familiar brand in your niche, which increases click-through rate in the SERPs. There are just so many advantages to doing this. I really hope I'm going to continue lobbying Forbes to do this because Forbes can just make killer business software. It would be so easy. Here's what Forbes does. Take a feature from Loom, take a feature from Slack, take a feature from Teams, whatever it is, just take a feature, unbundle it, make something small. They don't have to do any big announcements. They don't have to do any announcements. So there's very little egg on their face. If they're like, this isn't working, they don't have to do any of that. Make some bottom funnel SEO landing pages, literally 400 to 500 words. They get users fast. They can iterate and build. And now they've built a business suite and they're like, oh, this is sweet. And like I said, literally enterprise customers reach out through these pages. And with a name like Forbes, it's going to be so much easier to convert enterprise people. So, okay, if you're a publisher, please try that. It's inexpensive. It's easy. It's fast. I've shared a lot of resources on this episode of the podcast. If you want to learn more about bottom of funnel SEO, I have a product about it. It's called Compact Keywords, compactkeywords.com. It's pretty much done, actually. I've been making it since April. Check out the landing page if you want to learn about bottom of funnel SEO, compactkeywords.com. And if you're in the content SEO game and you're feeling the pain, just know that there are beautiful greenfield alternatives out there that have not been hit by Google. And bottom of funnel SEO it's one of them. Bottom funnel SEO is one of them. That is all for this episode of the podcast. This is episode, I think it's 490. 490 daily shows in a row. I do this every day, 490 days in a row. Thank you so much for watching. If you are watching on YouTube, thank you so much for listening. If you are listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye now.